Welcome to the living world of darkness. This is a scene for the Changeling venue, in which we find the marshal of all of the Kingdom of Apples, Romulus, will be contacting the matriarch of House Gwydion, again, for the Kingdom of Apples here. We'll be contacting her. He wants to meet, and we'll just begin with her receiving a phone call from him. Uh, yes, Rich. Oh, that's not right anymore, is that? Yes, Romulus.
Hi, Duchess Megan. I know it's a bit late, but I was wondering if I could come by and discuss something important with you.
Uh, right now?
It doesn't have to be right now, but it is important.
No, it's just put the youngest to bed. No, you know what? Come on, come on over. I will. I'll text you directions. Yeah. Okay. We'll make this work. Are you hungry? I'll put on coffee.
Coffee sounds great.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you then. She'll hang up.
I assume she'll text him the address and he'll show up eventually.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And there's a knock at her door. One of those 3 precise knocks that Richard's done since I made him. And he'll wait.
Coming. And you'll see that it's Megan herself that opens the door. Come in. Come in.
Thank you. And she'll immediately notice the differences. There's a little bit more lines on his face. The hair is very noticeable. Where it was short, it's now long.
If he's aged a decade and he hasn't cut his hair, it's what, very long?
Yes, but he cut it a little bit. He cut it to where it's now at the middle of his back, but he keeps it in a tight ponytail.
All right.
And he's wearing a suit.
Oh, okay.
So.
Very different than last time then. All right, she's going to notice this. She'll get kind of quiet, act like she's
mechanically he's a grump now.
Okay. It's not the lower or the higher end of the spectrum, so I don't think she'd be able to like instantly sense that, but she will notice that your appearance has changed. She'll act like she's going to say something, but take it back. That can wait. Coffee's just finished. We've got Pop-Tarts and baklava out.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
All right. And she'll bring over the coffee and all that, and just in a mug. You'll see down by the living room and stuff, a man who looks to be about her age is just reading a book. He looks up briefly to see who's come in, but doesn't seem especially bothered. He's definitely human.
Definitely human. Oh, okay. It's like, dude, what?
Mm-hmm. Anyways, she will sit down with her coffee. All right, then. What is going on, Romulus?
He'll sort of scratch his head. We saved a bargain, Changeling.
That's very noble. From what?
Death. That's the closest that I can place it. Myself and the Lunids known as Estrella, Magrim, and Tallulah were brought to this hospital. But it seemed like this place was somewhere in between the deep and the far dreaming. Where a man was waiting there, a man that reeked of banality. He told us that there was a child who had 2 hours and 17 minutes to live, that he was getting a heart transplant, and that we could save him. So we only had to defeat 3 hounds. Those hounds were time, disease, and what we all assume to be death. And he'll go into the story about how they found time first, and how none of them had the authority to take someone else's time to save the child. They could only take from themselves. So they took 10 years of their own lives each and gave it to the boy. Then we faced disease. That was a monster. We eventually defeated it. We went to the boy, and we found out that he was experiencing the dream dance on the operating table. As death closed in, we blessed him with what glamour we had and a few choice words. But it took fire, oil, and the Lord's Prayer to save him.
The Lord's Prayer?
Yes. I was raised Catholic.
Oh.
So.
I see. Where's the child now?
Let's see. Hold on. I have to look it up really quick.
Truly, this is why the Gwydion are here. And I'm very pleased that you led 3 of Ilunid to do as you did.
It is. Hold on. No, not there. Hold on. Sorry, I should have had this up, but I forgot where I put it. Valley Medical Center. He is a child named Timothy Wright, patient for heart transplant. He still has parents. The Ilunids want to claim him.
Why?
No idea.
Of course they wouldn't tell you. Well,
I figured I would let you know.
the Audreys are very influential in charity work in this area. They're good Gwydions, all of them. And Morwen is our regent now. I will speak with her, and perhaps we could see that this child is
Taken care of?
mentored is the biggest hurdle. Unfortunately, it would probably need to find his own way in the gray world, but as for the dreaming, one needs a mentor. And I don't know how I feel about the Ilunans. If the child isn't suitable to be a servant of the Gwydians, then perhaps we could find commoners or something like that more to its liking. But your sacrifice should not go in vain. This child should be cared for.
Thank you.
How young was he?
11.
11.
He still has parents. If he continues to experience the dreaming as we do with parents.
Yes, that's the problem. Parents want to take care of the children when they try and take care of a changeling. Well,
I know Valencia's story, and it is one of... It's terrible.
oh yes, Dame Valencia, how is she?
She is doing well. I'm quite proud of her work at the boot camp.
She still guards Phaleth?
I'm not entirely sure. But I think she is staying here to work with the boot camp, the new recruits to the Red Branch.
Ah, yes. I heard a little bit about Sir Sam. Your courtship with her, that progresses?
Yes. It's actually something I wanted to talk to you about.
Oh?
I have a question, and I want to speak openly to you with respect, but I have to ask, why is it that marriage is forbidden until after saining?
It was forbidden whilst we were first coming back, when simply riding in a car could cause a she to lose themselves forever and turn human. We were fragile things, but it's a custom that, I will say it's a custom that we took from the trolls. Yes, they told us that this saining was a trying time for anybody's mind, and that marriage should be a lifetime commitment. You don't even know fully what you are until you know your true name on the day that you are sane. How can you know that you really want to be with somebody for your entire life? Fiona claimed that they do, but honestly, have we ever... The Fiona have as many disastrous relationships as they have lasting ones, so I don't know how we can take their word for it.
That's fair.
You want to marry her?
I do.
Ah.
I find myself growing in enemies lately more than I am growing in friends. I find myself attached to responsibilities that are more and more trying. And yet, for a while now, she has been there. She has been the only person that has helped me forget those troubles.
Is she with child?
No.
Ah, okay.
It's just her presence. We have not done anything uncourtly. And have abided by the rules. But I ask, seeing as I am now marshal, seeing as the Colosseum is almost completed, that I be allowed this one thing with your blessing.
How long have you known her?
3 months.
Romulus.
There are those that are younger than I getting married.
How far along are you in your sailing?
7 months.
And I would argue that you have reached the majority of it by now. Even having been appointed marshal, but 3 months.
It is one of the only stumbling blocks that I have come across. And he'll actually take out a piece of paper, and there are a whole bunch of, there's actually a pros and cons list on the paper.
Quite the Dougal.
I was nervous. I wanted to make sure this was something worth doing.
I understand. I see the logic of it.
But I think it is something worth doing. My life hasn't been one of light and love for a very long time.
I
Think of it from a political standpoint. I am the marshal, and I am of House Gwydion. She is a rising star within the Red Branch Knights, and also a Gwydion.
and she as well. I realize this. What? Where is she now?
The Dragon's Cup. She is currently within our freehold. She does not know of this meeting.
Well, I'm about to ruin the surprise because I need to speak to her.
Let me see if Shelby is actually available.
Okay. Megan, for her part, is having a bit of a tough time, and she'll go up to go and get some more things. She'll put the Pop Tarts away. Get the baklava out. It's pistachio and walnut. And go over and ask the man a couple things, like just start talking to him as you're obviously trying to contact Valencia there on your phone or whatever. She'll start talking to him, and from the conversation, you're going to get that they are clearly married. That's clearly her husband there. And just kind of like, I'm sorry, dear, this is going to be an all-nighter or something like that. And you'll be like, no, no, no. And they'll actually as soon as he says something about the marriage or whatever, they'll start speaking in hushed tones to each other. Clearly about the two of
That's
you.
it. Clearly about the two of us.
Hmm. It'll be kind of, what am I supposed to do?
I honestly, out of character, I don't think my logic is that flawed.
Out of character.
Mm.
You are approaching the wrong house, though. There's a way to do things, damn it.
How am I approaching the wrong house?
She's trying to be a responsible mother figure.
Right.
She's trying to make sure this doesn't backfire. That's all. So
Yeah. Well, that's why he went to her. You know, she's been the mother figure for a long time. And of course, he's going to approach it very honorably. And I don't think Shelby is available.
Okay. Then in that case, after some time, it's clear that you're not able to get through to her. And Megan will come back after kissing her husband goodnight and him going off to bed. Romulus, she's asleep?
Hmm?
Is she asleep?
Yes.
I thought so. It is very late. Have her come to me. I need to talk to her.
What do you need to talk to her about? I won't tell her. I just want to know.
Well, I'm assuming you're far enough in your saining to know what the Gwydians are known for.
Known for a lot of things.
Known for our ability to know the truth when we hear it.
Yes,
She
I know
shuts
that.
down all that other backtalk like quick.
Well, have you heard any untruths from me?
I believe you're sincere. But I want to talk to her too. Because if I give my blessing, I give the blessing of the entire house. It's nothing that's been done before. And I won't have it back down on me.
You want to make sure that if we do, that we don't divorce within a couple of months and bring shame upon the house. Yes?
You are very young.
I know I am. But I've seen recently that youth, it's important to be cherished. But you have to do what also makes you feel young. If you wish to retain it.
She'll take her head down from her. No, she'll take her hand off of her nose and put it on your hand. I'm trying to understand. Now,
I understand.
I'd heard earlier, albeit I'd heard it from my daughters, so I don't know if there's any merit to this. You had a query about another member of the Red Branch Knights.
Sam?
Yes.
That has since resolved itself.
Good. All right then. Hopefully.
I had to prove to Sam that he was not. What he wanted was not what he thought.
That's the best way to prove those sort of things. All right then. Valencia will come to me hopefully soon. And I will make my decision that night. All right. It's settled.
Fair enough. I hope you'll give me warning to have something prepared.
Something prepared. Yes. Yes, I will.
Thank you.
Now, it's very late. You have a ride?
Yes.
Okay, because there are ferocious nervosa out through this trot at nighttime, so I wouldn't take the silver path tonight.
Thank you for the warning.
It's just
No, I rode here.
okay.
So.
There's another rumor about you.
What is that?
They say that whatever. Stupid Boggin.
No, tell
Stupid
me.
Boggins. No. You have a good night. You think about your lady, and think about getting her to me.
Will do.
All right. Any baklava for the road?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I won't inconvenience you any more than I already have.
No, it probably won't be long, honestly, before I come to you with a delicate matter. You're a marshal, after all.
Fair enough.
Oh, Romulus.
Yes.
When I first heard that it would be Valerius, Count Valerius now, who was your mentor, I won't hesitate. I was a little bit worried. But these past 7 months, you're a credit to our house.
Thank you.
No, enough with the schmaltz. She gets up and sees you out. Good night.
Good night.
Okay, and if you're all right with that, we'll end our scene here.
Yes.
Okay. Night, guys.